Hello and welcome to View from the Decks, the show where we take you on a journey down the Solent and examine the history of what we can see from the deck of the Steamship Shieldhall. The story of the ocean terminal starts at the turn of the 20th century. The popular transatlantic service was starting to move from Liverpool to Southampton, and additional space was required for larger and larger ships. The Eastern Docks, a large reclaimed piece of land, was opened in 1911. At first called the White Star Dock for the company it primarily served, it later would change its name to the non-specific Ocean Dock. This dock is arguably the most famous one in Southampton, as on the 10th of April 1912, the ill-fated RMS Titanic sailed from the dock on her maiden voyage, bound for New York. However, a few days later, she would strike an iceberg and sink. Most of the ship's 891 crew were from the city of Southampton, and a majority would not survive the disaster. It was famously said that Southampton was the city that died on board the Titanic, which is why the city still has a strong link to the disaster now, and possibly forever. Back at the Ocean Dock, the dock would have a busy few decades, holding many of the largest and most notable liners of the time, including Aquitania, Queen Mary, and the Titanic's twin sister, Olympic. During World War II, the sheds on the pier were destroyed in the Southampton Blitz, so a new Art Deco style terminal building started construction at the Ocean Dock, but its construction was delayed for many years, and it finally opened in 1950. The bottom floor served as a fully functional train station. Trains could pull up to the building, where passengers could then alight the train, walk through the terminal, and board their waiting ship. The upper floors served as waiting rooms and functional areas for baggage and immigration. There were also balconies to view the ships and wave off relatives as they cast off. Apparently, the terminal could process 2,000 people an hour. However, as the 1950s and 1960s progressed, transatlantic ships became obsolete as airline travel took over. The terminal building began to fall into disrepair, and by 1983 was completely demolished. In 2009, a brand new terminal building was opened. Modern and sleek in its design, this new terminal building serves the same function as its predecessor, just without the train station. Shieldhall always passes this new terminal and the Ocean Dock on her cruises throughout the year, with the Ocean Dock being one of the highlights of the ship spotting cruises, as it still holds some of the largest ships at sea, such as the Ada Prima, Iona, Queen Mary II, and in 2024, the Ocean Dock will welcome Cunard's newest vessel, the Queen Anne. And of course, the sight of the empty Titanic berth continues to move all who see it. To experience a unique view of the Ocean Dock, book your cruise on board today, and we hope to welcome you on board soon.